going on, everybody? And welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host for today, Josh. And we are back with another watch-along. It's the final preparation match for Canada. They're taking on Japan. And it should be an entertaining match. The lineups are out. The teams are looking good. There's a couple injury concerns, but we'll get into that in a short little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys are bright and bushy-eyed like I am. 8:30 in the morning here. But I'm excited. I'm curious to see what the tempo of this game is going to be like, considering, the World Cup is literally starting in a week, which means that players don't want to, obviously, get hurt, which is a little scary, as some of the news came out yesterday that there's a little tightness in Kamal Miller. It seems like he recovered from that. He's starting today. Stephen Eustachio had a bit of a knock as well. They were going to assess him. I believe, from what I can see, he's on the bench, so that's positive news. There's no point of risking him, knowing that he could get a week off pretty much. I mean, Eustachio he's in great form. He's been playing a ton for Porto. There's no need to really risk this. There's no other way to do it, but he is on the bench, so that's positive news. If it was more serious, I mean, he wouldn't even be on the bench, so I'm curious to see if he's going to get any time, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't risk it. And then Davies, as reported, he isn't coming to join up with the camp until after the Japan game. Not 100% sure when he's going to join up, but there's I don't know, there's up in the air to see if he's going to be one of the starters against Belgium or not. Hoping, obviously, that he can, but we'll have to, obviously, wait and see. The game is going to start, and I think about 4-ish minutes. It says 8:40. I'm not sure if that's correct or if it's 8:45, but regardless, we'll just jump into the starting lineups for you guys. But we'll first address the chat and see how you guys are doing today. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We got some Moroccan love in the chat as well, and saying that Japan will win. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Luke Carey says, let's go. Luca says, hi, haven't been here in a minute. Luca, how you doing this morning? You can watch the game on One Soccer. Doing my JJD TV watch along from the office. Go Canada. I like it. Any update on Eustachio? Just that he's on the bench, and he's not on the bench anymore. Okay, so the bench I looked at earlier was wrong, so he's not on the bench. So apparently he was on the bench, and then they took him off, is what I'm hearing, and that makes sense because, like I said, if he picked something up with a week to go, and Eustachio isn't a player that, in my opinion, needs a lot of rhythm. He plays a ton for Porto, he plays a ton for Canada, he's going to be fine. So makes sense just to kind of remove him from the bench, to be completely honest. So that's not surprising. I wouldn't have really expected him to play at all if he was on the bench, but now we just 100% know that he's not. Mr. Kenobi tunes in, says let's go Canada. Matty D says morning Josh. Cheers Matty D. Brady's in here as well, says morning all. USA about to win the World Cup, says Luca. Well, Luca, come on, not get carried away. But hope you're keeping well, Luca. Hope you guys are excited for the World Cup to get going. Gio is about to show out. Go Canada. All the best from Ottawa. Cheers, Jackson. So here's how Canada's lining up today. I mean, it's a 4-4-2 system. It's what you like to see from John Herdman. Not a ton to really talk about. I mean, Borjan obviously is in net. Johnson's at right back. Johnson's irreplaceable, as we mentioned. That kind of leaves Richie out on the bench. You got Vittoria, Miller, your two center backs. Atakubi at left back. Buchanan at right mid. Hoylett at left mid. If Davies was healthy, obviously that's where Davies would slot in. But I have no problem seeing Hoylett feature here today. It's fantastic to see Hutch coming back, man. He's played one game with Besiktas. One single game with Besiktas, and he's about to start once again for Canada. I believe it will be his 98th cap. So he's getting close to 100. He should be able to hit 100 caps at the World Cup, which I think is pretty special. Samuel Piet comes in for Eustachio. Again, not surprising. Very defense-minded central midfielders, but when you have two wingers and then two strikers, it's not a bad setup. And then up front, as always, Jonathan David and Kyle Larin. Pretty good starting 11. I don't have a lot to complain about, considering that Eustachio wasn't available and Davies isn't available. This is still a good little lineup here. On the bench, you got Cavallini, Miller, Ugbo, Eustachio, Frazier, Kay, Cone. Oh, I said Eustachio, but again, he was on the bench, but he got removed. Just looking at Footmob here. You got Ismail Kone, Jonathan Osorio, David Wotherspoon, Derek Cornelius, Richie Larea, Joel Waterman, James Pantemis, Dane St. Clair, and interestingly enough, Lucas McNaughton, who is wearing number 27, he traveled with the team. So I guess just that backup option in case something happens. So pretty cool to see Lucas McNaughton just getting his first Canada cap with them against the Bahrain match, and all of a sudden he's kind of traveling with the team to Qatar. Like I said, he's the odd man out right there, but he will be with them. So if anything ever happens and someone's not available, he will be the extra man. Japan's lining up in a 4-2-3-1 system, as expected for them. Minamino's a player to keep an eye on. Kubo's up front from the formation that I've been given. I don't know if that's 100% positive, but this is a good Japanese side. This will be a very, very good test for the Canadians. So hopefully you guys are excited, and if you are, be sure to drop a like, guys, on the stream. Say hello as always. And yeah, let's just get right into it. They're singing "Oh Canada." This will be a fun test. This will be a fun test because this Japanese side ran over the U.S. 2-0, and it could have been a lot worse. They're always a team that seems to make it to the round of 16. This is a good contest. I'm excited to see how this one's going to play out, see what Herman's going to do. I was curious on the system. I was in my mind, I'm like, all right, is he going to go 3-5-2? Is he going to go 4-4-2? But without Eustachio, I mean, you could have put Azorio or Kone in that three-man midfield. You probably would have had to sacrifice Laren. Literally, or no, it could have been 3-5-2. Who did I have to sacrifice? No, it would have been Hoylett. You would have had to sacrifice Hoylett and then brought in an extra midfielder and just turned it into a 3-5-2 with Tejan and Atakubi at wingbacks. But I like the 4-4-2 a little bit more. Playing probably a little bit more open, a little more risky. And this is a friendly, so this is a good opportunity to do that. From the preview that we did, I kind of have a feeling that Japan may have a little bit more of the ball, just kind of hearing and seeing how they're able to play. Canada's game plan more than likely will be to sit back. That's what they're going to probably have to do against Croatia and Belgium, so why not get some practice doing it here? But let's see what you guys are saying before kickoff. Match starts in a minute. Doing the anthem now, says Brady. They are. It's game time. Last exhibition match before we get going. World Cup starts on Wednesday, guys. World Cup starts on Wednesday. We'll be up in the studio at One Soccer Studio for it. So we'll be doing the watch-alongs up there with Adam Jenkins and Alex. So they should be pretty fun. But previews, 5 takeaways will still be here, and hopefully some of the Group F panel if I can get the boys going here. But Piet and Hutch is too defensive. It's not. I mean, it is defensive, but I wouldn't say it's too defensive for the system. This is a 4-4-2. You have wingers, you have strikers, you have a two-man midfield. You almost want it to be a little bit more defensive. I would feel a lot more comfortable with Piet and Hutch playing as the two central midfielders, and if you would have put Azorio or Kone in there, it would be way, way too open. Both of them have defensive responsibilities. Both of them will be in charge of trying to break up the ball and switch to the wings and go in transition. I'd be very nervous if like Azorio. I saw a couple like predicted starting 11s, and it had, I believe it was Hutch and then Azorio or Kone, and I don't know if they're ready for that. You know, with Samuel Piet, he'll put in a shift, defensive shift, and he'll allow the 4 attackers to do what they do. May God bless these players and keep them healthy for the tournament. I hear you, Kelly. Hope you're doing well. It's good that we have squad depth. It is. That's why that last camp. I mean, we didn't get a great performance against Bahrain, but the camp was exciting. I was excited to see all these talented, basically MLS Canadian players to be able to form a team, and Lucas McNaughton even able to make it on the bench here. It's still showing Stephanie Eustachio on Canada's bench, but that must be incorrect. They got Ismail Kone and Liam Free. They got the wrong numbers, so that graphic is definitely not correct, but from what we understand, Eustachio is not there. Bro, every bracket I filled out, I have you guys advancing and Belgium blowing out. Greg, I mean, I'm going to take it. Yeah, it's hard. I don't know, man. It's hard to... I'm excited. It's my first World Cup watching Canada in my lifetime. I'm going to be, relaxed about it. I am nervous. I'm excited. I'd like to think that they can make something happen. I mean, like I said, just point to Costa Rica, see what they did in 2014. Doesn't mean we're going to repeat it, but it's the World Cup. And every nation in here should hope that they can pull off something special. But we are underway. Kickoff. Japan has got possession early on. Say hello in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. It's early in the morning, 8:44 a.m. So let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm tuning in from Ontario. Eustachio is on the bench today. So he was supposed to be, but I believe he was removed from the bench. So there's, like I said, he had something that obviously wasn't overly serious yesterday. So for anyone who's tuning in, Eustachio is not playing and he's not on the bench either. The reason is that in training yesterday, he picked up a small knock. I haven't read or heard about what the disclosure on the knock was. It's just basically that it's not overly serious, but they're not going to want to risk him. So he was on the bench, so it's just that immediately shows that he could have maybe featured a little bit, but what's the point? Like, when the World Cup's in a week, if you got this little knock, Eustachio doesn't need to worry about rhythm. This is a player who's playing at top form right now. Rest him, make sure he's healthy, because he will be playing every single second for the Canadian men's national team. So, yeah. No. Don't risk it. So that is the reason why Eustachio is not featuring. Oh, the commentator says Eustachio is on the bench. All right, well, I'm getting mixed reports, so I don't know. Regardless, whether he is or isn't, I wouldn't expect him to feature a lot. But the reason he didn't start is because he picked up the knock. So, I don't know. We heard that he was on the bench, and we heard that he wasn't on the bench. Now we're hearing that he is on the bench, so maybe he is. He was in the lineup that One Soccer just showed, so we'll have to wait and see. But he does have a knock, or he had a knock, or some physical discomfort, or something along those lines. So, anyways, that is why. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't still expect him to play much, if at all, if he's got that injury. Because it's just kind of like, what's the point? What's he going to get from 20 minutes? Eustachio he's a 90-minute guy for Canada. He's been a 90-minute guy for Porto. This is a friendly. You don't need to bring him on. So if he's got anything, even remotely making him not 100%, I say just keep him on the bench. But let me know what you guys think. Would you play Steph for a little bit? As Japan, good little opportunity there for the Japanese. I'm really curious to see how this match is going to go. Because I watched I don't know if any of you guys in the chat watched the US-Japan match, but Japan really impressed me. They look far and away the better team from the US. Obviously, Canada and the US are different teams as well. We have a better coach, so, you know. Josh, you are behind. The game started 4 minutes ago. I'll let you know what I'm at. I'm watching it on One Soccer, so I'm at 2 minutes and 57 seconds. There's a little bit of lag, so if you're in and around there, let me know what time you guys are at. See if I'm right. I'm not sure. I can also check FootMobs to see what their actual time is at. Yeah, so no, I'm pretty sure they're at 4 minutes. I'm pretty sure I'm.
The checker time is at 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah, I think we're.
Or just before 4 minutes.
Let me know if you guys are crazy above that, but I believe I'm at the right time. Watching from Houston, can't wait to move back to Ontario. Very cool, my man. Very cool. Out in Houston. Not bad, not bad. The goal of the match is rhythm and health. Nathan, you nailed it. That is it. I want to see a good showing from the boys. I want to see a better match than what the US put up against Japan. I want to see a little bit of confidence, maybe moving the ball around, maybe get some type of result, you know, why not? And other than that, yeah, stay healthy. That's the number one thing. It's crazy. Right now we're playing our last preparation match without, in my eyes, the two most important players on the Canadian men's national team, Alphonso Davies and Stephen Eustachio. Josh is going to tell us what happens 5 minutes after the game's finished. Mike, what minute are you at, my man? I'm confused. Unless you're watching it somewhere else, I should be up to date. I want to see a decisive win. Watching from Etobicoke, says Gord. I mean, I'd be thrilled with a decisive win. I'm seeing Japan is going to be happy. Possession of the ball outside. I don't think that we will produce match offense compared to counterattack. Yeah. I mean, you would expect. It's a good long ball. You'd expect that Canada's going to sit back a little bit. Just, again, if they want to try to prepare for what's to come, they're going to probably give Belgium and Croatia a ton of the ball. So this is a good opportunity to do that. Japan liked possession. 3-1 Canada. Little prediction. Get your predictions in, guys. Let me know how you think this one's gonna play out. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I do agree that more than likely, they're going to have a ton of the ball. Japan, and that's fine. World Cup Qatar. Where is the game? The game's being played in Qatar. Lucas says 5-0 Japan. Taking a shot. Watching from Minnesota. I'll be rooting for the CONCACAF teams in the World Cup. Possession switched. Yeah, I mean, for today, I would like to see it. I'd like to see Canada use it up the right-hand side. Oh, it's in the UAE, not Qatar. It was reported too that there was supposed to be an extra 45 minutes played between Canada and Japan. Oh, foul on Kyle Aaron. Good little press. There's supposed to be an extra 45 minutes play between Japan and Canada, but Japan pulled out because of injuries. So I believe Canada's supposed to play a club team from Dubai for just an extra 45, probably for the players who aren't going to get a ton of minutes in this match. I doubt that'll be televised, but that is what Wheeler was reporting. So even if some of the players off the bench don't get a ton of minutes today, there is some type of 45-minute exhibition match set up. I would be happy with any type of win. You guys are saying I'm very behind. I'm at like 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I doubt that's very behind. All right, let's find out. No, I don't think I'm behind, guys. I think it's just the leg between it. Like, yeah. If I'm like 30 seconds or a minute behind, I'm not actually behind. It's just that's by the time you guys are receiving what I'm saying. It's a little bit, but yeah, it says that the game is in the 8th minute, and that's what I'm at right now. So I'm watching it. Oh, and now we're behind. Japan takes an early 1-0 lead. Not really sure what happened there. Yeah, I'm not behind, guys. You guys are. I literally reacted to the goal before you guys commented. We're fine. We're fine. All right. Well, I want to take a look at that one. That looked like a really weird goal. Oh, so it looks like he got just a little touch to it. Oof. I mean, I don't know. You guys looking at Borjan for that one? That one's tough. That was a really, really good touch, man. That was a good, like, in my eyes, that looked like a good goal. That's so difficult. The ball was coming in, he just redirected like that. I mean, I don't know. That's tough. 1-0 Japan, not a great start. Not a great start, 10 minutes in. I don't know. Let me know in the chat, guys. Good goal or are you going to look at Borjan? I found it tough. It was a really good ball. It just like the little depth touch there. I just feel like that'd be hard for Borjan to read. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but Greg says Borjan cheating there. We're already down 1-0. Yeah. It's not a great start. Let's see if they bounce back. Canada's gonna get a little bit of possession here. I'm stepping away to go to the bank. I'll come back and it's 4-0 for Japan. I'm gonna be crushed. Nice ball. That's what you need to do. Look to release Tajon there. I think it was a goal kick. Damn. No, corner kick. Good, that's better. That's better. I mean, this is a game I'd like to see Tajon just kind of take it for his own. Meaning, like, let's get the ball to him. We've seen him do it before. We'll see him do it again. Without Davies there, this is a beautiful opportunity for Buchanan, and that's what he can do. Use his space in behind. Nicely timed run. We got a corner kick coming up. It's Hoylett to take. Good ball. Where's Vittoria? Oh, that's where you want it. That's where you want it. Vittoria's big head. That's okay. It's better from Canada. Decent reaction. Decent reaction. Borjan needs to do better there. He can see goals like that. World Cup is not going to look good for us. Our defense is always iffy. We have a lot of attacking talent. Let's see how Canada responds. Yeah, that goal was... I feel like if I was going to blame someone, it would be the back line, just the marking. I don't know if I'm blaming Borjan on that. Like I said, that depth touch right at the end, I just feel like it looked very difficult to read. And he perfectly put it in the corner, which is also ideal to finish that off. But let's see, let's see how they can bounce back. I want to see Tajon involved. That's like the #1 player right now I want to see. Without Davies here, he should be the focal point. Use his pace. And let's just see if Tajon can do what he can do. Let's hope Japan sit back and let us have possession. I don't know if Japan will do that. Canada definitely looks like they're going to have more possession than I originally thought, but like it is 1-0 Japan now, so I'll be curious because I don't know what to expect for the World Cup, like possession stats when we go up against Croatia. Let me know in the chat, guys. How, in terms of possession, how do you think we'll do against Croatia, Belgium, and Morocco? I feel like we won't get dominated in possession in any of the matches. But I don't think we'll like, I think it could be like a 55-45 or 60-40 for honestly all of them. Cuz Canada doesn't, I mean, they don't love settling way back. I mean, the one game I can think of is the US at home, and I think we had 25% possession. But we're not usually like that. I was away for a minute and it's 1-0. Yeah, I mean, it was too easy of a goal to concede for Canada, but I thought it was a beautiful finish. We're going for a long ball there. No offside. Nice run from Kyle Larin. Really nice ball from Alistair Johnston as well. Oh, they're blowing it now. I guess there is some sort of VAR or something there. Maybe 40% against Belgium and Croatia. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The 30, maybe 35. I don't know. Well, I'd much rather get a wake-up call against Japan than Belgium, to be honest. Hey, it's not too bad right now, guys. It's only 1-0, 13 minutes in, and Canada, you know, a slow start. Not a great goal to concede. Well, let's see how they bounce back. They always keep their heads up. They always keep going. Oh, that's poor there. Well recovered by Ataku. He lost it, but he recovered well. This is the B team of Japan. If Canada cannot win against the team, Canada are screwed at the World Cup. History lessons not impressed. Like I say, Japan, I mean, in the preview that we had with Ben, he was talking about Japan having a ton of injuries. And like I mentioned, it was reported that the second 45 they were supposed to play was honestly, unfortunately, canceled because of Japan's injuries. But I mean, this Japan is a deep side. It's a good team. I'm not going to be crushed if we can't get off a great result, but I would like to see a good performance. We can do this, underdogs. Listening along from work in Mississauga. Last game I'll be listening to at work since I'll be taking those games off. Hopefully the boys wake up a little bit. Yeah, we'll be in Mississauga for the World Cup games. We'll be in the studio with Mr. Jenkins and Alex, so that should be a lot of fun. Gonna have some entertaining watch-alongs for you guys over on the One Soccer YouTube channel. Piet's with it. Sloppy touch there with David, but he recovers well. Is Canada playing with a full team? No. And you say Japan has a B team, but when you're looking at a national team like Canada, I mean, I think they've proven in qualifying they can do it without their star players, but obviously having your star players helps. Like, I don't know what you consider this Canada team on the pitch right now. Obviously, these are all talented players, or all players that will be going to the World Cup, but we're missing the two most crucial players for Canada, in my opinion. We don't have Davies or Eustachio, and this is a friendly, so, like, again, rhythm, and obviously not getting any injuries. You know, that is what I'm looking for here. Give a decent showing, but we're missing our two best players. I mean, certainly in terms of form, no one is on better form than Stephen Eustachio. Nobody. It's not even close. The man is on fire. 5 goals, 4 assists from a center midfield position. Like, so even if Canada doesn't get a result here, it's not panic, guys. Nice ball. That was better. From a little combination play there from Tejan and David. No Kamal. We are missing our two most important players. Kamal is playing. There was a report yesterday that he got a little tightness, but Miller is playing. But yeah, Eustachio is on the bench. I don't know if we're going to see him feature after he picked up a small knock. And Davies is going to get to Qatar, I believe, sometime after this game, or to give him the best opportunity to stay fit. So it's a good Canada team, but we are missing a ton of talent between those two players right there. Corner kick coming up. It's Hoylett. Alistair. Oh. Oh, my boy, Alistair Johnston. Let's get a W in the chat for Alistair Johnston. 28 consecutive games in a row for Alistair Johnston. Where's the W in the chat, guys? That's fantastic. Alistair Johnston is one of the most underrated players that Canada has. I believe he's set up for a potential move to Europe. But that's crazy. 28 matches in a row. Good for Alistair Johnston, man. This is our A- or B+. I'd say probably B+, because yes, we have a ton of talent, but I don't think you can underestimate how important it is missing Davies and Eustachio. I'm trying to think of another national team. It's like Argentina missing Messi. I don't know who their other midfielder, or maybe like Brazil missing Casemiro and Neymar. Like, you know, like that's nowhere near their A team. So, but I like the response. Canada's had the majority of the chances ever since the Japan goal. And the Japan goal kind of came out of nothing. It's a long ball. Oh, flattened there from Samuel Piet. Little truck. It came out of nothing. It was just a long ball. It was somewhat poor defending, and then it was a really nice touch in my eyes. That's how I kind of saw it. But oh, what a good effort there. I'm not sure who took that on, but Kubo did. That was a good run. Why are we playing 3 at the back? We are not strong enough. We need to go 4-4-2. We are playing a 4-4-2, guys. I think you're probably just seeing Hutch drop deep. But no, we're playing in a 4-4-2 system. For anyone who doesn't know starting 11 or is just tuning in, I mean, first, drop a like and a sub if you are just joining us on the channel. Say hello, but I'll give you a quick notes on the starting 11. So we're lined up in a 4-4-2 system. Borjan's in net, Johnson's right back, Vittoria, Miller, the 2 center backs, Atakubi left back, Buchanan's at right mid. That was a good ball. Hutch and Piet is in the midfield. Eustachio's on the bench due to a small knock. Think we're good. I haven't heard exactly what is going down with Eustachio, but obviously it's not overly serious, but what's the point of risking it? Left mid, we got Junior Hoylett, and then the 2 strikers is Laren and David. So, remember the 4-4-2 system, which I've heard a lot of debate come World Cup time. Is a 2-man midfield going to be enough? I don't know. I get torn. I think this, if Eustachio and Davies were in, I think this would be the best starting 11 for Canada, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the best situation depending on the team. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm torn because, like, if you want to add that 3-man midfield, you want like a Eustachio, Hutch, Osorio combo, or Eustachio, Hutch, Kone combo. just to plug up that midfield a little bit, use the width, and then have like a 3-5-2. But 4-4-2 for me is a little bit more risk versus reward. But I think they're playing relatively well. 20 minutes in so far. I got another corner kick coming up. Today, my country, Morocco, will be playing. I'll see my country if it's good enough. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm hoping for that Morocco-Canada game that it'll matter. come the end of World Cup, the third game in the group. Hopefully, we're both playing for a potential spot in the knockouts. But my prediction for this match, I don't know now. We'll see if they're going to put one in here. Hey, Victoria! Set piece, 1-1. That's better, that's better. Good reaction there from the boys. They've been the better team by far ever since allowing the goal. That's a good response. Excellent, excellent. That was Hoylett. I've always liked Hoylett on him and Eustachio on corners. This is a good ball, man. Good ball. Put in with pace. Little touch there from Hutch. And then Victoria finishes it off. He scored for Chavez from the penalty spot in his last match. And he scored here. Steven Victoria, Fox in the box. It's a good response, guys. It's a good response. I like it. 1-1. I think we should be making more of these corners. Japan is a small team. Daniel, they answered you. I'm going to say, we've had a few corners now, and Japan has looked a little uncomfortable from these corners, and bang, one is in the back of the net. 1-1. I like the response. I feel like Canada's always been a team that no matter what happens, they don't let their heads drop. Even in the Uruguay match. Another friendly, did not let their heads drop. They just kept chipping away. Lost 2-0. It is what it is, but it's a good attitude. Herman's got these guys playing well. He's got them with the right mindset. Like I said, it is a friendly, but you want to get out there and prove that you can do it. And I really like that. I really enjoy that goal. Because they have. Canada's been much the better team since conceding that goal. But let's see how they can hold as Piet disposed there in the midfield. Let's go. A lot of you guys in the chat loving it. Nicely done there from Alistair Johnston on Kubo. That'll be nice. That'll be a nice duel throughout this one. Tajon gets taken down. Get the goal. US couldn't do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a positive. I like it. I want to get some type of a positive result. I like that we scored a goal here. Let's keep it going. Mike says goal. Curious to see now if he was ahead of me or not. If it's going to be 2-1 here in a sec. I just saw Mike's comment. Mike said he was like 6 or 7 minutes in. I don't know if that's the case still. But here comes Japan. Ooh, nope. Okay, Mike, I think you were just saying the one goal as well. So that's good. That's good. You're throwing me off, Michael. Morocco 2, Canada nothing. Not liking it. Not liking it. Yeah, I did a comparison video with Morocco and Canada. I was very biased. Did not make a lot of the Moroccans happy. But I thought I made it very clear I was doing it for fun because I was always giving Canada the W with that one. But yeah, the Moroccans did not like it. But that's okay. I'm intrigued. I think Morocco has a good opportunity to get into the group as well. I have a feeling that, like, not that it's going to be us making it through, but I have a feeling that there could be an upset in our group. It could be Belgium. Doesn't mean it's going to be Canada making it, but I just think this Belgian team could be potentially in for an upset. I could be wrong. They are quality side, no getting around that, but got a prediction there. Let us know your group F predictions. We got one in there. Let us know how you're feeling. My prediction, Morocco first, Canada second, Belgium and Croatia. I mean, I like the prediction. It's a bold prediction. Yes, Kelly. That is correct. A lot of red you see in the stadium right now, which is cool to see. I believe that there's a water break right now, 25 minutes in. James says Japan is a solid group. They are. Japan's a good side. This is usually around a 16 candidate at every World Cup. They're in a really tough group. I mean, they're at the group beside us. So funny enough, if somehow Canada and Japan both sneak out of the group, they could potentially face each other. But that's a tough ask. Japan has got Germany and Spain in the group as well. Don't say that, Josh. We're getting second. I like it. I'm very glad Moroccan fans are so confident. It's exactly what they want from their players and coaches, so it excites them. Belgium always starts flat. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a result. I watched the Belgium and the Netherlands match in the Nations League, and that just really opened my eyes. Now, the Netherlands is a great team. I'm not saying we can replicate what they did, but there's a lot of issues in that Belgium side, especially looking at the back. And if we can defend, contain Kevin De Bruyne, and then really expose their back line, that's where I'm thinking there's a chance. But me saying that is one thing, because Kevin De Bruyne can sometimes be unstoppable. But the reports are they're not gonna have Lukaku there. Like, Eden Hazard is a shadow of his former self. There's still a ton of talent in that team. I'm not trying to say Belgium's got no chance. Belgium's got a better chance to make it out than we do, but I just think that there's some vulnerabilities, whether it's us or Morocco, that could potentially exploit that. As a Moroccan, I think we're just kind of overhyping it this year. Like last year, I feel like this is a young generation, and the team will be super surprised. Maybe Moroccans in second. It's a fair feel on it. I mean, there's a lot of talent on the Morocco side. You guys got a new coach in as well, which led to a lot of better players returning to the national team, which is good, but that's a good ball. Buchanan. Oh, it's a good save. It's better, Tejan. Tejan's pace has been at full display here today, guys. I like it. I really like it. We got another prediction coming in for Group F: Croatia, Canada, Belgium, Morocco. Or swap Belgium and Morocco. But Canada's getting through. I can't imagine Belgium and Croatia not getting out. Yeah, I mean, if you're a betting man, you're going to probably put money on them. But, it's a beautiful thing about the World Cup, guys. Remember, I'm always going to throw it back to the group that finished: Costa Rica, Uruguay, England, Italy. We got another corner kick coming up. Let's see what Hoylett can do. It's another good ball. Japan are really struggling, man. I think that's another corner potentially coming up. Belgium reliant on De Bruyne too much. They do, but I mean, when he's that good, why not? But we do have another corner kick coming up. Really struggling with these. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my take on it. I think Croatia looks like the most well-rounded team. I think they have some issues up front with their striker, but besides that, their midfield is world-class. They have a very strong back line. Belgium, just to me, is a really unbalanced team. Ton of talent, but who knows? We got another corner kick coming up. Hoylett, these have been all excellent balls coming in. That was handled relatively well, though. Japan on the counter. As a Moroccan and Canadian, I'll cheer for both teams. I hope my fellow Moroccans start being more humble and realize they're outsiders. Well, we're both, Canada and Morocco, both underdogs. Doesn't mean something special couldn't happen. Yeah, Japan is good in 2018. They nearly beat Belgium, so this is a good matchup. They were so close. Japan was so close to knocking out Belgium. That was a good game in 2018. Belgium found a way. Josh, how do you feel if we beat Belgium but lose against Morocco? Well, that would make the group wide open. Could definitely happen. I don't know. I'm curious how to see this one, the way that this one's gonna end up going. Because honestly, I just think that's a beautiful thing about the World Cup. Like, underdog stories always happen. No one's gonna be the betting man to put money on Canada making it through, at least probably not a ton of money, but if you do, there's that reward. Thank God the U.S. got Group B. Man, the U.S. and Mexico, in my eyes, got such an easier group, man, than Costa Rica and Canada did. Costa Rica has Germany. They're in the Japan group. It's probably why Japan wanted to play a CONCACAF team, but they have Costa Rica's got Japan, Germany, and Spain. That is such a difficult group, and we got Morocco, which is an excellent team. Another good ball to Tejan. Just using his pace all day. Finds JD. Nice cut, David. Oh wow, that was nice. I enjoyed that. And then yeah, we got Belgium, Morocco, and Croatia. That's a foul, Tejan, baby. That's what we like to see. Nicely done, man. Buchanan's had a good match. Very hard to keep track of his speed. But yeah, and then yeah, Mexico and the U.S. just got way easier groups. Like they should be the favorites to make it out and represent CONCACAF in the round of 16. We look dangerous at set pieces. We do. I'm curious to see, because again, like Davies likes taking set pieces. He just likes to, you know, it's when it happens when you're the star player. You want to be that guy. I really think Eustachio is usually on the pitch and he's usually better at it. But Junior Hoylett has got a foot on him, man. You've seen him hit some bangers over the years. Really good from free kicks. Good, but his corners today have not been perfect, giving us huge opportunities. We scored from one, making it very difficult for the Japanese defenders to deal with. And now we got a set piece coming up here. I would expect no one else besides Hoylett to hopefully take this. Yeah, Hoylett has looked good, and he's made... No, but it's Atakubi. Oh, why? When Hoylett is... Oh, man. Bugs me. Atakubi, I've never seen you take a free kick in my life. Like, even if... I don't get that. I know the angle's awkward there. No foul. Junior Hoylett. With the cheeky chip. I know the angle wasn't there for a righty, for Hoylett, but I mean, I'd still probably put more money on him trying to score from there than I would Atakubi, or at least just dink it in and set it up. But regardless, look at the response. Look at JD. Oh, the foot movement. Finds Hoylett. Playing so much better too, man. That's a corner. That's a corner. No. Bro, underdogs will go through in this group. Anyways, in Morocco, the memes are going in the front. Yes, we are happy you have beaten Canada already just to get in. It's the World Cup. Anything can happen. Mexico lost to Sweden yesterday. I saw that. I think, I think Poland's probably the favorite over Mexico to make it out of that group, but I think Mexico has a decent shot. Atakubi, just let Hoylett hit it. Greg, I agree with you, man. I don't really know what that was. I've never seen Atakubi take a free kick like that, but it did favor lefty there, but well. Morocco will beat you 3-0. No. I think it'll be a good matchup. Like I said, hopefully it will matter. Oh, look at JD, man. What a way to win the ball back. David's looking pretty good today. He's had some good touches. He's working hard on the defensive end as well, winning balls back. Man, I like it. I think Yas is from Morocco. Underestimating the Canadians. What is Herdman listening to in his AirPod? Wrong answers only. Share. That's my wrong answer. Where are you from? Yeah, Croatia is very balanced, even though they don't have a 9. Yeah, I mean... Oh, that's a foul on Piet there. That was a little dirty, but... The Croatian midfield is just so dangerous. Brozovic, Kovacic, Luka Modric. They have Perisic as well. I'm not fully sure he's going to end up playing on that right-hand side. But they have a ton of options. There's Buchanan. Take a look. Find JD. Look at Buchanan. I can't get the ball back to him. But yeah, I mean... I don't know, man. I'm thinking that Croatia team that scares me the most. It used to be Belgium, because like Belgium used to be a very different team. When they had one of the best players in the world, Eden Hazard, when they had a younger Ardeviel, Vertonghen, Lukaku, like, you know, like they're De Bruyne, like they're world class. And now it's like that golden generation sort of aging out. Kevin De Bruyne is at his peak form. That's terrifying. No getting around that. That is absolutely terrifying. But Lukaku's not going to play against Canada, which means probably Michy Batshuayi will. The back line has Ardeviel and Vertonghen, who are, I mean, they're I think 34 and 35. They're still good players, just getting older. And they had Zeno de Bast, who played against the Netherlands, 19 years old, and he plays for Anderlecht, and he really didn't look good. So just like that back line, that raises a little bit of question marks for me. But I mean, we don't even talk about like Tielemans, Carrasco, Trossard. Like, you know, like there's a lot of quality clearly. Like if we beat them, or if Morocco beats them, it's an underdog story. But I just, you know, back in your mind, you always see a big giant fall out, and I feel like Belgium could be one of those guys. But I don't know. They could smack us. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's next Wednesdays, ladies and gentlemen. It's a poor ball from Piet. Not a good area to turn it over. Nicely defended there. Which Canadian? You can watch it on One Soccer, my man. We have 2 new players on this team. Who's the other new player? All right, no spamming, my man. But let me know who the other player is. I read that Harriet, who got injured. I don't remember who the other Moroccan player was who came in, because Harriet got injured, and then it's a player from Burnley. I believe he's Belgian. Like, he played at the Belgian like U21 level, and now I guess he got the call up for Morocco, so he switched over. But who's the other one? Any Moroccan supporters in there? Who's your 2 new players then for the World Cup? Because Harriet's replacement I thought was going to be the young winger, I believe, from Burnley. Mexico's group is interesting. What if Poland beats Mexico? What if Argentina loses? I'm fascinated with the possibilities of that group. I feel like for my prediction, I feel like Argentina is probably going to win all 3, or at least win 2, draw 1. I think it'll be down, and I think Saudi Arabia is also in that group. I think that they'll probably go 0 for 3, maybe pick up a draw. And then I think the real battle is between Mexico and Poland. And I think it'll be close. I'm leaning towards Poland just because I've seen Mexico play a lot. They're not great. Like, that Mexican team is far from what it can be at its very best. But yeah, I'm interested with that one as well. Do you think Herdman will have any halftime subs? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I like the way Canada's playing right now. After conceding the early goal, I think they bounced back well. I think the 4-4-2 is working for them. Tejan has been a menace. JD's looked good. I don't know who comes on to switch this up. Like, you don't really change the back 4. And then you don't have like a like-for-like replacement for Hutch, or, like, again, I'm assuming Eustachio's not available, or available to come on too early. I don't know. Because I just feel like if you bring on Kone or Azoria, you'd have to switch up the shape. I don't think they can offer you the same thing that Hutch and Piet are doing in the midfield. Here comes JD. We'll have to see. I'm interested. Look at Buchanan, man. Cooking down the right. That's got to be a foul. Yeah, it is. All right, Hoylett, don't let Akubi take this one. This one's on you, my man. Saudi Arabia have the same chances as Mexico and Poland. I don't agree with that. I think they have a chance, because I think it's a World Cup. Everyone has a chance. But if I'm going off of like a betting man, I would assume that the favorites are probably Poland and Mexico. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. Who do you think's got a better chance? Maybe you guys think Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, Poland, Mexico. Who do you think's the favorite to make it out of that group? I think Poland's one of the weaker European sides there, but I think that they have the best chance. Lewandowski decides to show up. He's just a scary figure, and Mexico is just not great. Hoylett, It's another dangerous looking ball. Whew. I think Hoylett could be a little cheeky set piece specialist here. That was a really, really good defensive header. It's a good, look at that. That's a dangerous ball, man. It's a corner kick coming up. But Hoylett has been impressing me, man. I love the distribution. Corner kick coming up as well. Should be Hoylett to take once again. Junior. Put in another ball. Find Vittoria's head. The Japanese defenders are having a real tough time here on set pieces. Hoylett. Oof. Another decent ball. Japan is giving it to us now. We are pinned back. Mexico is struggling up front. They are. I love that the subs have been expanded to 5 per match. Got Norway. Not sure what I'm looking at here. A lot of... Bono is half Canadian. He could have picked Canada. He could have, but... I mean, I think when he made that decision, Canada was not doing overly well. So he probably went with the country he thought he had the best chance of going to a World Cup with. I doubt he regrets his decision. Morocco's got a good team. But yeah, he is half Canadian. He was born in Montreal. That could have been a penalty with VAR. Laren fouled in the area. Let's take a look. Oh, that's a poor call. Well, if we go based on history, Mexico steps up in the biggest teams in the World Cup 1986. They struggle with mid teams. They always do better for their first game. Poland seems very weak yesterday. It is an intriguing group, man. It is an intriguing group. I don't know. Again, watching Mexico play out through qualifiers, I mean, they finished with the same record as Canada did. It just, they didn't look good doing so. And I think, like, even Mexican supporters will tell you that. Like, there's probably a lot of worry at this World Cup of what they can do. I think they have a good chance to make it out. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I watch Poland a lot. I just know, like, you know, they have a few good quality players. They got Lewandowski, Zelensky. Szczesny should be in net. They have a good team. Oh, cheeky. Good JD, man. He's having fun today. Lost it there, but I like it. I like the balls. Gets it back, too. Putting in a good little defensive shift. He's doing well to win the ball back, and then he smacked it off the ref. Poland did look weak. So did Mexico. Yeah, did any of you guys watch the Mexico-Sweden game? I did not watch that one. But I saw that they lost 2-1, which is not surprising. Look at Atiba. 98 caps for Atiba Hutchinson, man. Hitting 100 in the World Cup would be pretty cool. Are any of you guys watching the Soccer Canada documentary that's being released on their YouTube channel? Follows Canada's qualifying. If not, and you're a Canadian soccer fan, or even if you want to just get to know the Canadian soccer team, it's an excellent documentary for free on YouTube, I believe. I'm not sure if it's geo-blocked or not, but Canadians can watch it. Good game so far, says Sandy. I'd say this is a good game. A little sluggish start for Canada. Japan got off to a 1-0 lead. It was a long ball. You can maybe some questionable defending, the little depth touch to put it home. And then Canada, I thought, were the better team since then. The speed is really causing them troubles with Tejan. Davis looked pretty good. Set pieces and just basically corners and whatnot. Hoylett has been a menace all match long. Hoylett's got a really good game. And we scored from a corner. Vittoria put it home. Got 3 minutes left in this first half. So once it's over, let's get out of 10, guys. Let us know your, how would you rate Canada's performance in this first half? Out of 10. We switched form with Atiba inside at the back. What formation is Canada playing? Canada's playing a 4-4-2. They have a clear 4-4-2. Atiba does drop deep. Atiba always drops deep, but just watch them when they get possession. They have it right now. They're breaking out. They have a clear 2 banks of 4, and then they're 2 strikers. No. It was never a 3-5-2, Kelly. I don't even know how you would put a 3-5-2 in here. Like just keep an eye on it right now. So you see the two strikers. It's always been like that all match long. It's been a 4-4-2. I'm not sure how a three would work, unless it was like you meant putting Hoylett as like a cam, maybe. I've seen Atiba drop pretty deep. Herman said that he could potentially use him as a center back, but maybe it was just like some chopped up plays where maybe it looked like that, Kelly. Because I've seen Hoylett adrift a little bit and Atiba drop to the back. But for me, when I've been able to recognize the shape, it looks pretty 4-4-2. They're clear, like you can see it, 2 clear sets of 4 and then the 2 strikers. But I mean, it's Herman. Herman loves to just shift a little bit. What I've loved for NHL Arena is to show the games and invite Voyagers and local supporters groups. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see. Curious to see once the World Cup gets starting if like the hype is gonna. It's because it's a different World Cup. It's not happening in the summer. It's happening in November in Qatar. Very different. I just feel like the Belgium game is gonna be special. Amazing doc. I love the whole sword in the man. In the last episode, I watched it last night. Atiba tried to put the sword into Tim Hortons field in Hamilton, and you can just tell it's like turf, and it just didn't stick. Whole team was laughing. Then he tried to do it again, and I think on the next game or whatever, and didn't work again. And the team, Borjan had a good laugh. At this moment, Canada barely surviving Japan attack. I feel like we're watching 2 very different games, my man. I don't think Japan has caused much, if any, threat towards Canada. They've had a little bit of the ball, but there's been no crazy worries. 1-1 at halftime. Let's jump on over to the chat and see what you guys are saying. If you're still tuning with us, guys, drop a like. We're at 33 likes. We can do better than that. We got 100 plus of you guys. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes. Drop a like. Let me know your guys' rating out of 10 of the first half, guys. I'm gonna say like 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. I like a lot of what I saw. I thought it was a bit of a sluggish start, but I like the response after conceding the goal. I think Tejan looked good. I think the midfield, the 4-4-2 midfield was probably fair. Biggest dislike for you. It's okay. Closer. What about Group D? France, Denmark, but Tunisia has gotten some interesting results. I feel like that's pretty straightforward. I feel like France, Denmark, unless, the World Cup curse. The World Cup curse, you never know. You never know. I really like the Canada doc. I do as well. Daniel says 7 out of 10 for the performance. Luke says 8 out of 10. I think 7.5. So we're all kind of in the same ballpark. Greg says 8.5. 6, but it was a good response after going 1-0 down. That's fair. Kelly says coffee time. Yeah, I chugged my coffee during that first one. If Belgium has a special... If the Belgium game is special, the whole tournament will be special. I like the attitude. We can't give up goals early on. Hutchinson and Johnston out. Richie and Kone in. See, and that's just where I'm gonna look at the bench for you guys, but that's where I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's go to the bench and take a look. So I'll give you guys my opinion. Let me know what substitutions you would do, because they're always fun try to guess and get in Herdman's mind, because he's a difficult man to read. I have no idea how Morocco is relevant to this match. The Moroccans are having fun. But, all right, so let's take a look. So, looking at the team, like, I expect Johnston to probably play the majority of the match. Same as Vittoria and Miller, and same as Atakubi. Then you go to the midfield. You have Buchanan and Hoylett. I feel like Hutch, again, I don't know how many minutes they want to give him. Like, Hutch would make sense, potentially, if they only want to give him 45 minutes at halftime to maybe sub him off. Piet, I think, is probably fine to stay on. And then Laren and David up front. So, no one's screaming really out to me like they need to come off unless Hutch isn't supposed to play more than 45. Then you go to the bench. I mean, I don't think Cavallini will come on. Miller, I mean, Eustachio, I don't know what his situation is like. I'd expect him not to feature a lot. Could we see a Liam Fraser be cheeky? Like, I don't think Ismail Kone or Osorio should be playing in a 4-4-2. I think those are 3 midfielder type players. So, same as Watherspoon. I think Kone, Watherspoon, Osorio all fit in under that category. So, I don't think if you could just sub them on for Hutch and get the same type of 4-4-2 setup. I don't think any of the center backs will come on. So, I'm torn between maybe Mark Anthony Kaye, which I don't think a lot of you guys would like to see, or Liam Fraser maybe coming on, which again, I don't know. Or maybe you really shake it up. Maybe Hutch stays on. I don't know. I'm actually torn of what I'd like to see. But let me know what substitutions you guys would maybe look to do. If possible, I'd probably just keep it all the same. But if Hutch needs to come off, I'm honestly looking at maybe Liam Fraser. Playing in the Belgium 2nd Division. Could be a bit of a worry. But we'll jump back and see what you guys are thinking. Any chance Davies plays today? Davies isn't with the team. He's still in Bayern, I believe. He's in Munich. So I'm not sure when he's joining up, but they said he would join up after the Japan game. So whenever that will be, he should be joining up with the team shortly. Greg says 12 shots and 52% possession. Very solid. Those are good. Those are good numbers. I was happy. I'm genuinely happy with the performance. Not the start, but with the performance. Let's see what you guys are saying. Japan goal was bad luck. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little poor defending. Really nice touch. I don't think you can take away from the finish. Belgium 4, Canada 1 is my prediction. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think there's something there. U.S. fan here, y'all are so much better than us. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, the U.S. has got a good team. I think maybe with a better coach, you guys could be a little bit more dangerous. But when you're looking at the group the U.S. got, you guys should probably be the favorites to sneak out to the round of 16. But I mean, Iran is still a good team. Even Wales is a decent team. It'll be tough. But I would have taken your guys' group over ours in a heartbeat. We need to save Fraser's legs for the round of 16. Oh, Richard. I want to see Osorio play again. Osorio looked so good against the in the Bahrain match. Canada didn't look good in it, but Osorio did. But I feel like you'd have to sacrifice someone to bring on Osorio for like a 3-man midfield. That's my take. I don't know. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I don't think a David Watherspoon, a Kone, or an Osorio could go on for Hutch and balance out that 4-4-2. I just think it's not the profile you need to make a 4-4-2 work. You need players that can do it specifically on the defensive side of the game, like Hutch and Piet can do, to allow the attackers to do what they do. Osorio, Kone, Watherspoon all have the ability to want to get up the pitch. I just think we'd run a little too thin in the midfield. I haven't watched a single Morocco, Belgium, or Croatian match. I'm not worried about them. We need to take care of our own business and play our best. If we do that, then we will win. Kelly seems confident. Why is he with Bayern? He's injured? He is injured. He picked up an injury that ruled him out for 2 matches, I believe. 2 Bayern matches. And it ruled him out for the Japan match. Need Eustachio on for Piet, and I think we take it. Piet, solid, but dicey giveaways. I mean, yes. Again, I don't know. I'm not the coach, so if Eustachio is allowed to play, or they want to risk it, sure. But I have a feeling that we might not see him. But if we do, it'll kind of maybe give us a hint to see what the injury was like. Japan B team? I mean, I don't know. I don't know Japan enough to give it a proper rating. I don't know. Any Japanese supporters in the chat? Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you think because I'm torn. I don't want to just judge the Japanese team because I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a few key players missing. Like Kamada is probably the player for me in the Japanese side to watch, and he's not playing. So let me know if you're a Japanese supporter. How would you rate your Japan team? Would you say this is a B team? Would you say this is an A minus team? I think we were talking about the Canada team, and I'd say that this is a B plus Canada side. They have 9 out of 11 starters, so it can't be much worse than that. But they don't have Davies and Eustachio. So I feel like it's unfair to say this is in any way, shape, or form an A side for Canada when you're missing their 2 most important players. I think Canada can be a surprise for CONCACAF. Josh, you were rarely wrong, only sometimes, but honestly, you're one of the better soccer reporters in this country. Well, I appreciate that, Gord. Glad that you're enjoying the content. I try not to be wrong. I do my best, but you guys have been a lot of fun and encouraging along the ride, so I appreciate the kind words, my man, and hopefully we can see something pretty special in about a week's time, but a little nervous, man, a little nervous. When you are on the Canadian men's national team watch along, you talk about Canada. Win for Morocco, 2-0. Thoughts on this exact lineup? Excuse me. Thoughts on this exact lineup and sub in Davies at wingback for Johnston. So Davies isn't on the bench today. So Davies isn't going to join up with Canada until after this match today. So I'm not sure exactly when he's going to get there, but he's not on the bench, so he won't be an option. I wouldn't personally do any substitutions here at halftime. I don't know what Herman's going to look for this friendly. But these are the guys. Like, if you can play Eustachio, obviously great. But if you can't, then I would just probably leave it. I don't know for the 45 minutes who to bring in. Like, I want to see Kone come in, Osorio come in, probably Richie. Eustachio is a big if, just I don't know. Maybe Ugbo towards the end. But for right now, I'm happy with what I saw from the side. I don't know if I would do anything unless Hutch needs to come off. I'm also curious to see if maybe if Hutch, they thought Hutch was going to get 45, so they're going to get 45 to him and then 45 to Eustachio. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that they're not going to risk it with Steph. Johnson's having a fantastic game. Right side threat with Buchanan has been great. It would be, but that does kind of intrigue me to put Richie there as well. I really like... My favorite part of Richie's game is the way that he can just bomb up and down the pitch. He's got really good timing for making overlapping runs, and I think when you played him on the left-hand side with Davies, they're so dangerous, and I feel like you could replicate that a little bit with Buchanan here. So I wouldn't be against putting him off, but I don't think Johnson's going to come off. I just don't. Osorio, Richie, Kone, I want them all in. A or B team at the World Cup doesn't matter. We need every player to contribute to bring the A game. It's fair. Uptown, Saskatoon. Japan's team is similar to ours, with a few first-teamers injured on the bench. Yeah, Buchanan and Johnson have looked pretty good today. Buchanan's pace is just, Josh, what were you high on when you made... I made the video to have some fun. Like, I made the Croatia one and the Belgium one, and I made them seriously. And then, I felt like Morocco and us have this small little rivalry, because I don't think both of us will make it out to the round of 16. I think one of us will have to beat each other to give the other one the best opportunity. So I was just having some fun with it. But yeah, the Moroccans did not like it. So I'm well aware how quality of a keeper Bono is. But I went out of my way to make sure that Canada won. So yes, you can call me out on it. I was trying to have fun. I didn't realize the video would get as many views as it did, so I got a lot of, "You're an idiot." It's like, well, you know. Yeah, you could say that. But I was trying to be fun, and I made it clear in the video that I was being biased, and then I put it in the pinned comment. But a lot, the Moroccans didn't care. They just skimmed down and be like, "This dumb Canadian, man, I tell you." But no, yeah, it was just to poke some fun, try to get some reaction of the Moroccans. And I said my actual one would have been, I think, 7-4 for Morocco. So, you win some, you lose some. Hey y'all, been here since the beginning. None of my friends want to know what's happened so far. The bald man. Appreciate you tuning in from the beginning. I should have been here since the beginning. None of my friends want to know what's happened so far. That's okay, my man. That's okay. You've made it now. Getting a cold, guys. Not good timing. We're almost at 50 likes, though. Second half's about to start. So if you're just tuning in, drop a like. Let's get us over 50. That's the bare minimum. We're okay with it. Let's settle into the game. Morocco and Canada are far from the same. Davies will never play left back for us unless Richie and Adekubi are injured. Yeah, and even so, it'd probably be like left wing back. Davies will never play deeper than a left wing back role for Canada. He will play left wing back. He will play left mid, left wing, cam, striker. That's what he played. The crossfield switches from Johnson have been good too, though. Wondering if they'll continue, if we'll end up Davies at left back. Oh, so that's what the comment. Davies not, like I said, Davies isn't playing. He won't be playing today, guys. But he'll never play at left back either. 22 European-based players are not Canada Premier League. Don't know what that meant. It's not to let the trolls get you down, Josh. No. I started it. I'm the one who did the video and angered the Moroccans, but it was for fun. You know what? Now there'll be that little rivalry there. They'll be like, that's the Canadian who said that Borjan was better than Bono. I'm that guy. But all right, second half is going to get back underway. Really curious to see what Herman's going to do here. The substitutions always intrigue me with him because I can never guess what he's going to do. Yeah, get some vitamin C, Josh. 1 week to recover. I know. We'll be in the One Soccer studio, ladies and gentlemen, for the 3 World Cup matches. We'll be doing I think we'll be doing a preview. We'll be doing a watch-along. We'll be doing a review. We'll be doing a FIFA stream, maybe Panini pack openings. The 3 days of Canada's playing the World Cup, we're going to be doing, me, Alex, and Jenkins are going to be having some of the funnest, hopefully entertaining content you guys can find. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I'm really excited for it. We'll be in the studio basically all day and hopefully just here to entertain you guys. So if you want to talk about Canada in any way, shape, or form, or the World Cup in general, or even just, play a little FIFA, the One Soccer YouTube channel will be the place to be for those 3 watch-alongs. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It should be a lot of fun. But let's switch our attention back over to the game, guys. Japan's making 3 substitutions. How many goals do you think Canada will score in the group stage? I love that question, Daniel. I love that question. Let us know, guys. Let us know. Second half has started. If you're new to the channel, drop a sub. It's always appreciated. But let me know how many goals you think Canada will score in the group stage. So we're not gonna pretend we're gonna make it out or whatnot. Let's just make it easy. Not as many goals in the whole tournament if you think Canada's gonna go far. Just the group stage. 3 games. How many goals do you think Canada will score in those 3 games? I like that question, Daniel. Producer T, what do you think? Group stage, how many games, or how many goals do you think Canada will score? 5. I like that. Bold. I feel like 5 goals could help us get you damn near out of the group. Let me think. Because I think like even if they lose a game to even Belgium or Croatia, I think it could be a high scoring game. Like it could be like a 3-2 loss. I think Canada will score some goals. Let's see what you guys are saying. Minus 42,069. Kelly's saying plus 42,069. I want to talk FIFA 23 Canada. Why is it so hard to win? I know we're gonna be trying that again. We got a video coming out on One Soccer on it, so you'll enjoy it. I picked up a dub, maybe. You'll have to watch. Let's see. You gotta say 3, 4, 6 goals. The bald man. Bold, man. Canada will score 4 goals. 4, 5, 1. Ooh, yeah, there was a substitution, guys. Ismail Kone came on for Samuel Piette. All right, all right. Now let's see what Kone can do on the defensive side of the game. You just took off your most the most CDM you're ever gonna find. Samuel Piette barely makes it over the halfway line for Ismail Kone, who again I mean very raw talent. He's got the ability to play a little deeper, but I just think that there's more. Oh, Kyle Larin, that's a good run. It's a really good run. Good ball from Alistair Johnson once again. But yeah, so Ismail Kone was substituted on for Samuel Piette. Still playing the 4-4-2 system, and Kone just went in a like for like. So I'm assuming Hutch is going to drop even deeper now. And Kone will maybe move up a little bit. But now, yeah, I'm intrigued to take a look at what he's going to do. Just because, like I said, Piette is just as defensive as it gets when it comes to CDM, man. But look at Hutch right now, man. Just dropping into the back three. Allowing Kone to have a little bit of freedom. I like that. Hutch has got the ability to do it. Nice ball from Kone. Really good pass, but that's well defended. Because you need someone like Hutch if you're gonna play. I think flattened. I think that Kone would be better in a 3-man midfield. Just allow him to do a little bit more of what he does. He's used to it with CF Montreal. I think you're asking a lot out of him for a 4-4-2. But this is a good test because he's got to be. The defensive side of the game has to be priority number 1 when you're playing in this system. And I think Hutch will really drop deep and will allow Kone to maybe have those odd runs up the pitch because he can be such an influential player when doing that. But I'm intrigued to watch mostly the defensive side right now. See if Kone can do it in a 4-4-2. But it's exciting to see him on because he's an exciting player. But he did play a little bit further up the pitch in the Bahrain game where he scored. And he obviously plays a little bit higher up the pitch for Montreal as well. But back to her question. Kelly said 7 goals in group stage for Canada. Begin with 1, says Sam. 5, Fernando. 4, 5. Yeah, let's see. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll guess 4. 4 will be my guess. 4 Canada goals in the group stage. But who will be the first one? I said it for a long time. I'm going to say it again. I think JD is going to get it. It's the obvious pick. Like, what a boring pick, but I just have a feeling David's going to be the guy to score that first one. Piette's job is not to play pretty. It's to shut down the fort. Yep, he does the dirty things. He does the dirty deeds. He's just a little pit bull. I love watching him when he plays that style of game. That's why I was like, okay, I don't know if Kone can be the guy to do it. But it was a bold decision. But you got to get Kone on the pitch. And yeah, we're gonna see if it makes our midfield a little thin, or if Kone can kind of adjust his game a little bit there. Kone can be a really great David versus Goliath. Young guy makes a showing against the world. I don't know. I think Kone will start a game at the World Cup. I tweeted that out a long time ago. Got a lot of responses being like, yeah, heck yeah, like hyped up, and then some other guys being like, I don't know, man, like very young. I don't know if that's like a real possibility. And I think obviously as he continued to grow with CF Montreal and he's continued to grow with Canada, you think it's a little bit more realistic that he could play and get a start at the World Cup. But I think if you want to best utilize him, you gotta do it in a better way. I just think a 4-4-2 is really risky, especially against like a Belgium or Croatia. Maybe against Japan right now, Herman's getting a little taste for it. We don't have Eustachio in there, but a Hutch, Kone, Eustachio midfield 3 is tasty. It's a good ball. Come on, Miller. Oh, that's poor from Miller. Really poor from Miller. But it looks like it was a handball. He got lucky. He got lucky. I think David does 4 in qualifying. 1 in the round of 16. 1 in the quarterfinals. The bald man. You are confident. I like it. Well, believe it or not, which you probably should, this is the biggest opportunity in a lot of these Canadians' lives. I'm talking about life-changing moves that could potentially happen. Not saying that they will, but they could. And I look at 3 players that I think really could get that move. I mean, Jonathan David is an obvious one. Jonathan David scores 2 or 3 goals at the World Cup. Even if Canada get crashed out in the round of 16, he's already hyped up. Like, a lot of teams are looking at him. He's been rumored to go to Tottenham and Arsenal and United, and now Inter Milan's sneaking around once again. That's a good ball to Buchanan. So it's going to be tricky. Alistair. Tejan. Good ball. Larry. There's Hoylett. But yeah, I think if David does that, the fact that he's at Lille, not playing in the Champions League, he's already doing really well in Liga. I think that if he does well in the World Cup, a big club in January could come looking at him. Alistair Johnson's another one. MLS season's over. He's always been ranked. I mean, there's a couple reports that maybe like the Bundesliga, a couple teams there to keep an eye on him, maybe over to England. And then the last one is Kone. I think maybe like a Sheffield United could come back in for him, Norwich City type clubs. If he gets a start and gets a decent performance at the World Cup, that could go a long way for a young 20-year-old. So those are my 3 big players who I think could get moves because of this World Cup. And 2 of them are coming from Major League Soccer, which helps that, that transfer happen because their season's over. And the other one, obviously, is Jonathan David, he should be at a Champions League, or at least a Europa League club, like one of the big 6 in the Premier League or a Champions League club. So I think the timing's nice for him. Canada trying to play it from the back here. How did Japan score? Was wondering. Just joined. It was a long ball. It was early in the match. It was a really good long ball, and that's another good ball for Buchanan. Look at the pace in behind Tejan. But yeah, it was a long ball, and then it was a decent run, and the ball, as it was just landing down, it was just like a little depth touch and just kind of deflected it into the corner. Really good finish. Probably some questionable defending, but it was a nice goal for Japan. But Buchanan's having I almost want to see if Herdman maybe wants to move Buchanan. I know that he's got good chemistry right now with Johnston, but I almost want to put him on his the left-hand side so he can cut in onto his right. I like seeing him down the right-hand side, but that final ball, it almost looks like he wants to take it on for himself a little bit this game. He's only been playing down the right, so, why not just switch him around a little bit. Hoylett, in my opinion, is great with distribution. Tejan loves going 1v1. When you're going 1v1 with someone, you want to cut onto your right, so you got to do that from the left-hand side. So he's looked dangerous. I just feel like maybe switching it up could, get a little confusion going, I guess, or just kind of shake things up. Victoria, very savable goal. Japan shouldn't have scored, but Borjan was caught flat-footed. Jackson's not impressed. Yeah, a lot of the chat doesn't love the goal. I judge the defending a little. Oh, that's a poor. Come on, no dive. Victoria's like, damn. I thought the finish was nice. I really liked it. It was cheeky. The ball, as the ball was landed, he just kind of redirected his foot and like perfectly put it in the. I like the goal. Maybe you could put a little bit on Borjan, maybe the marking, but yeah, it was definitely preventable. But a free kick coming up here for Japan in a dangerous area. Any chance Tejan gets a move to Germany? I think that would be a good league for him. That's exactly where I'd like to see him. I don't know if Tejan's going to move yet. I think he more than likely would move in the summer, just because he's playing regularly for Club Brugge. They're in the round of 16 with the Champions League. I don't think that they're desperate to sell, but I think Tejan's got a big opportunity to make his stock rise, and I would love to see him in Germany. It's the league I want to see him at the most. It fits his style of play. Get him to a team like Leipzig. Leipzig like to invest in North American talent. Japan's got a big World Cup. It'd be a perfect one. Marco Rosa plays the 4-2-3-1. But yeah, that's exactly the league I would like to see him go. It's a poor free kick. Easily off the wall of Junior Hoylett. But I don't know. Let me know where you guys would like to see Tajon move one day. I think he's got a very, very high ceiling. Really unique profile, and that's where I'd probably like to see him, would be RB Leipzig. Top Bundesliga side. Fun to watch. Corner kick coming up for Japan. Let's see how Canada's going to do with their set piece defending. Tajon to Dortmund. I wouldn't mind it. They need wingers, but Dortmund love playing with cams at wingers, so you know. I don't know if it's a possibility. And I actually think he would fit in better at Leipzig. Marco Rosa, just the style he likes to play. But here comes Japan. 57 minutes, almost 58 minutes into this one. Still 1-1. Nice switch. Curious to see who the next substitution is going to be for Canada. That's a good ball. Alistair Johnson does well there, though. Putting Canada under a little bit of pressure. RB would be a great team for him, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Because again, like, I mean, I think Tajon would actually fit the team. He would fit Rosa's philosophy. He's got speed. The league is with just, I mean, when you're playing for a team that likes possession and likes to attack, I mean, in one of the most attacking leagues in the world, the Bundesliga, I just think it's a match made in heaven. And on top of that, just an added layer. Like I said, like Leipzig likes to invest in North American talent. They've done it a bunch with the Americans. What a great opportunity for Leipzig to grab some Canadian. If you grab Tajon Buchanan and put him on RB Leipzig, I would watch probably every game. Love watching Tajon play. I like watching Leipzig play. I don't love Leipzig, but I like watching them play. They're a good team to watch. There's a good chance there, though, for Japan. I think that was Minamino who got it off. Mullen has been abysmal. Yeah, he has. Every winger for Dortmund has been abysmal in the last, 3 years. How was that tackle from Kamal? It's a little late, but I don't think he actually got him. Or maybe he did. Trailing leg there. Minamino looks okay, though. We got a triple substitution coming right now. So Ismail Kone's coming off. Or no, he's not. See, that would have been weird. So I wonder if this will switch up the shape a little bit. So it's Atiba Hutchinson who's coming off for Mark Anthony Kaye. I'm assuming Alistair will come off for Richie. Buchanan's coming off for Azorio. And Atakubi is coming off for Larea. So let's see how Canada shifts this one up. He would do so well in the attack-oriented Italian club like Atalanta, Lazio, or Napoli. Honestly, I wouldn't mind him in any one of those teams. I think Leipzig's a funner fit just because of the league. I just love the Bundesliga for developing talent, but Atalanta plays a fun football. But they played the 3-4-1-2 for a long time. I don't think he'd fit that system, but I think that they started to shift a little bit, and I think we've seen him play like a 4-2-3-1. Lazio, I think he'd fit in pretty well in Napoli as well. I just don't know if he'd become a locked-on starter at Napoli right away, but Lazio would be a good one. All right, let me try to figure out how Canada's playing here. Okay, I think... Oh, give me a sec. Let me know how you think they're lined up. So that's 1, 2, 3. Who'd be at right wing back? No, right back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. I think it's who am I missing? Yeah, I think it kind of looks like a 4-3-3. Japan's got it here. Let's see if we can stop them. All right, hear me out. I'm pretty sure Canada's playing in a 4-3-3. When there's a stoppage of play, I'll give you guys my thoughts. Or no, be 4-4-2? No, 4-3-3. I don't know. All right, I think it's Borjan in net. It's still Alistair Johnson at right back. It's Vittoria and Miller, the two center backs. It's Larea at left back. I believe it's K. I believe it's K and Kone as the two CDMs. Osorio as your cam. Laren is playing out at... I think Hoylett is out at left wing. Laren at right wing and David at striker. It's kind of what I'm seeing here, maybe. No, I think it's a 4-4-2. Unless they're pushing Osorio out at left mid now. That could be it. Kone and K are definitely the two center mids. It does kind of look like David and Laren are still the two strikers, which maybe means that Hoylett is right mid and Osorio's left mid. So I think you're right, Daniel. I think it is still a 4-4-2. Yeah, because there's Hoylett there. So Hoylett went out to right mid, and Osorio went out to left mid. Kone and K are the two midfielders, and then David and Laren are still up front. So no switch in shape. Not sure. I don't love seeing Osorio out on kind of like the wing like that. Curious to see how he's gonna play. Still good minutes and experience. Yeah, important for Hutch, man. You look good out there too. You'd expect him to start against Belgium now. Here comes David, Laren. Nice. Oh, that was a cheeky little look. We got to stop playing the ball short to the defenders off the goal kick. Vittoria and Kamal are not good at making quick decisions. Well, Vittoria is usually really good at playing up in the back. But yeah, I mean, if there's not clear cohesion between the two, they can get in trouble. But Vittoria is usually really good with the ball at his feet, and he can definitely pick out a pass. But he might need a little bit more added time, and Miller definitely doesn't help with that. Osorio looks like he's playing through the middle. I think it'll be a moving 4-4-2, but I did see the shape kind of form a little bit. Like you guys, just keep an eye on the game as you kind of see it play. Look at Osorio. He's taking over to the left-hand side right now. So right now, like where I'm looking at him, he's wide. You see Kone and K in the middle. Hoylett's out on the right, and then you still have Laren and David up front. So it is definitely a 4-4-2. But Osorio will probably shift in. Just, you know, he'll tend to do that. He's a central midfield player, but it does kind of look like he's playing at left mid right now. So shout out to Daniel for kind of picking up on that. Canada's playing very well. Yeah, I've liked the performance. Nice ball. Hoylett did well to somehow get possession there. Finds Laren. Laren's had a quiet game. See if we can do a little bit of possession here. Oh, good little luck. David Watherspoon, when will play? I'm not sure when Spoonie's going to play or if he's going to play. We're at the 65th minute right now. There's a chance. Help. Double substitution. DJ Kamada comes on for Japan. Probably the player I like the most on the Japanese side. I think he's their best player. Plays for Frankfurt. Very, very talented attacking midfielder. Hoylett hasn't made a strong case to start. He has, man. But when Davies fit, it's just like you can't, I don't know, you can't really start him, you know? Unless you drop Laren and go 4-2-3-1 and you play Hoylett as a cam. Which I'm not against. I don't know. Let me know in the chat right now, guys. Just yes or no. Would you start Hoylett against Belgium? I mean, if Davies isn't fit, yes. But let's just say Davies is fit. Would you still find a way to start Hoylett? And as I say that, Hoylett goes down. Junior! Junior's looked really, really good today. Let's see what happened here, though. Okay, so it looks like he's, you know, looks like he's playing with it, man. I think he's fine. He just kind of got nudged in the back. But I'd be leaning to it. Laren was really, really quiet today. If you played like a 4-2-3-1, Hutch and Eustachio as your CDMs, Buchanan, Davies out wide, Hoylett as your cam, and then David up front, man. Ooh. I don't know. But that's who I would expect you have to drop. You'd have to drop Laren for Hoylett. So, curious to see if you guys would do it. Boss says Hoylett will start, in my opinion. I think he'll start if Davies isn't fit. If Davies is fit, I don't think he starts. But I mean, maybe after this performance, there's a question mark around him. But yeah, Greg says maybe for Laren. Absolutely would start Hoylett against Belgium if Davies can't play. Yeah, but what if Davies can play? Would you still find a way to start him? Because you have Buchanan and Davies out wide. So that probably means that if you're going to start him, you have to drop Laren. Hoylett is the extra guy who can take set pieces. Hoylett just always plays so well for the Canadian team. He just looks so comfortable out there. He's looked good from the very moment he decided to represent Canada. He's got an incredible foot on him as well. Osorio should be cam in a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I mean, that's the other question. Osorio and Hoylett are on the outside looking in. But you'd feel like you have to sacrifice Laren to make either Osorio or Hoylett work. And Laren's been quiet. Does anyone know if the MLS guys went home or if they stay over here? I'm not 100% sure. But I know that Lucas McNaughton, for example, he stayed with them. So maybe some of the guys stayed over. But there's a water break right now. If you guys are still with us in the chat, guys, be sure to drop a like. Drop a sub as well. Say hello. Get your thoughts and opinions in here. We're at the second water break. 70th minute is where the match is at. Herdman hardly ever plays 4-2-3-1. He doesn't. The last time John Herdman played the 4-2-3-1 was at the Azteca, and he played Jonathan Osorio as cam. He played 4-2-3-1. He had Buchanan and Davies as right and left attacking mid, Osorio as cam, and I don't remember who started. It was either Laren or David. But yeah, that was the last time. So he rarely does play 4-2-3-1. He likes his 4-4-2, his 3-5-2, and that's probably what I'm expecting against Belgium, is a 4-4-2 or a 3-5-2. This Canadian team is very strong. I think they will rank first. Got the confidence. I don't know. If they top the group, I think that'd be wild. But no, if Davies starts, Hoylett is the ideal sub because he can take over corners if Davies isn't on the field. But we got two substitutions in here now on the 70th minute. Joel Waterman and Lucas Cavallini. So Joel Waterman came on for Alistair Johnston. Interesting. And Cavallini came on for Laren. I wonder if Waterman's going to play at right back then. But yeah, former CPL Calvary player Joel Waterman enters the frame. It looks like he is going... It kind of looks like we're switching shape here. We are. Okay, so let's hear... This is the new shape, guys. So this is the 3-5-2, and I like this one because... Remember, Junior Hoylett has been playing wingback for Reading, And now it looks like Herdman's gonna utilize that. So as we speak, Canada is rocking a 3-5-2. In goal is Borien. Right wing back is Junior Hoylett. Right center back is Joel Waterman. Central center back is Vittoria. Left center back is Miller. Left wing back is Lorea. The 3 central midfielders is Kay, Kone, Azorio. And the 2 strikers is Lucas Cavallini and Jonathan David. So here is the first shift to a new system, the 3-5-2. So the 2 systems that I believe Herdman likes the most, the 3-5-2 and 4-4-2, we both got to see today. But nice to see Joel Waterman come on. I like that. I don't know how much I like seeing Cavallini come on. I'm not going to lie. I kind of would have preferred to see Ugbo a little bit, but Cavallini is an essential part of this team. He creates havoc up front. He is. And, like, say what you want about Cavallini. He's got an excellent goal-scoring record for the Canadian men's national team. He's also a free agent, guys. Whitecaps declined his contract option. They allowed him to go to free agency. My guess is that we're going to see him in Liga Mexi. He did well in Mexico. I don't see a Major League Soccer team taking a risk on him. I see him heading on over to, I don't even know where. Some club in Mexico. Maybe, let me see. Let me see if I can put my, maybe like maybe a Puebla. Josie Altidore signed there. I don't think that's going to work out. Maybe he takes over for Altidore at Puebla. I think that was actually where he was before. Or maybe he goes to like a Toluca. But Cavallini legit never scored in the qualifier except against the Caribbeans. Or the Caribbeans. Yeah, he scored that substitution hat-trick in the 11-1 win against the Cayman Islands. Ugo hasn't scored either. Like, yeah, I mean... Oh, it's a bad turnover there. Finds Jonathan David. Oh, JD. They need to take off David and Vittoria. They're playing too much. Let's see who's on the bench. Quick little look here, because I don't disagree. I'd almost like to see for other substitutions. Say who's still on. I'd like to maybe see David come off for Ugbo. And Vittoria for probably Cornelius. Those would be the other substitutions I wouldn't mind seeing. Get Cornelius on there. Put him in the middle. Here comes Hoylett in his new wing-back role. He's been doing it for Reading and doing it really well. Look at Hoylett. Look at Junior. Look at Junior. Oh, no. Oh, the man looks good. The man looks good. I think Cavallini is built for the championship. I don't think a championship would take a look at him, man. Oh, that's gotta be a foul. Come on, ref. I don't know. I don't know what leagues in Europe would look for a Cavallini profile. Oh, that's a deep ball. Nicely done by Kamal Miller. Finds K. Kone. Nice and calm. Nice and calm. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Cavallini will probably just end up in Mexico. I don't think anyone in Major League Soccer is going to take a look at him. Not on a DP contract, not a chance. I don't think he wants a TAM. A couple Mexican teams will probably give him a decent contract. And he's found success there. I just think it makes sense for all parties. Other than that, in Europe, I don't know, man. I don't know where Cavallini would go in Europe. To get like actual playing time. I'm really torn. I don't know. Maybe Turkey. Maybe like a team in Turkey I could see going for Cavallini. Other than that, I would say probably in Europe, Turkey. If not, probably Mexico. Cavallini can play in the 4th division Spain. No, yeah, he's harsh. Cavallini might do well in Scotland. Yeah, but again, they're not like he's making good money for the Whitecaps. Hearts, for example, won't be paying him anything near what he's looking for. Mexican teams will, and probably some Turkish teams would. Turkey's not afraid to splash the cash a little bit. Other than that, Scotland, like Belgium, Netherlands, like those countries, those leagues won't drop that kind of money on a player like Cavallini. That's why I'm like, Turkey probably would. Cornelius is our dark horse. He's our guy we might need to lean on a bit more. I'm a big fan of Derek Cornelius. I've been a big fan of Derek Cornelius since he's been with the Whitecaps. I love the move to Greece. He's been doing so well there. He's not preferred. Like he's for that left-sided center back, he was third in the depth chart. Kamal Miller is the guy, Scott Kennedy's the backup, and then Cornelius. So Cornelius he's kind of like the outside looking in. That's a good ball. Cavallini's showing a little bit of pace there. Oof. Average Canadians in Europe mostly play for Belgium, Turkey, and some Scandinavian countries, so maybe there. Turkey, for me, is like the only option, just because of the money he's looking for. No one in Belgium is going to give Cavallini that type of cash. Same as the Netherlands. None of the Scandinavian countries will. Turkey's a good league that are known for, bringing in old talent. Look at a lot of like the old Premier League players that make their way to Turkey. Cavallini would just kind of fit the bill, I think, for a European team. But I still think Mexico is more likely. Cavallini is actually 74 in FIFA, which is crazy. It's that DP money, man. 78 minutes, 12 to go. Canada 1-1. Be happy with that. Be nice to get a cheeky little winner here towards the end, but kind of hope that they just hold on to the result. I like a lot of what I saw today. There's Richie. Look at Richie's pace. Look at that. Draws a foul. Ref, come on. Yep. Richie Larea, my friend. Cavallini is suited for a team that plays balls from the wings into the middle. He's that box-type player, and he's very versatile outside that. He's not very versatile outside that. I agree with that. Waterman looks good on the right-hand side, as he should. He should have been always the option for a while now on that right-hand side. He's Alistair's backup, which is beautiful because Alistair didn't have backup for a while. We're going to have to sub our CBs at some point. Miller, Vittoria, so Cornelius might be... I'd like to see Cornelius come in for the last 10 or so minutes. I think it makes sense, but... Herdman's always a little iffy about playing Cornelius, man. But here comes a set piece. It's going to be Hoylett. He's been putting in quality balls all match long. As I say that was his first poor one. I wasn't convinced on that one, but Japan break. But Azori does well. So is Richie there. Richie's looked good since coming on. That's a big plus. I think that MLS camp helped, man. Getting some good training sessions in, getting 90 minutes under Bahrain, and now having the opportunity to come off for the bench a little bit here. Richie will be a nice substitution addition. That's a good ball. It's a good run from Cavallini. Tell me he's onside. Finds Junior. Oh, he gave it offside. Cavallini's looked lively, I thought, guys. I don't know. Since coming on, it's really showing that pace. Yeah, I'd be curious to see if they're gonna put Ugbo on. I feel like, or maybe like a Liam Miller and Ugbo could come on for Hoylett. Throw Miller on for Hoylett. Throw Ugbo on for David, and then get Cornelius on for one of Miller or Vittoria. Vittoria's been playing, so I feel like he could use a few minutes off, but I have a feeling, the next substitutions might be really, really late in the game. Oh, Mark Anthony K. That was dangerous. Canada putting bodies forward, though. Nice ball. Finds Ismail Kone. David. Hoylett. Good ball. Oh, finds JD, but he couldn't connect with it. That's where Cavallini would have been useful. Cavallini's a good header to the ball. Zorio. Kone. Ah, that was nice. That would have been cheeky. Oh. Oh, David. My man. Should have done a little bit better there. Canada's a little bit more offensive now. They're going for it. It's good to see. Give a little push here towards the end. See if they can find something. Japan's just kind of sitting back. This is a good performance from Japan, man. I mean, a good performance from Canada. When I was interviewing Dan, who came on talking about Japan, like he said, like I don't know much about the Canadian national team, and I said I think they'll surprise you. They're a good team, and they look the better team I think today, and they didn't have their two best players, which I think says something. Now, this isn't Japan's 100% team either, but I think we're missing kind of like the superstars. I mean, they're missing some good players too, but you know what I mean. We're missing two really, really, really key players. Cheeky wee lad. I do like Waterman out on that right-hand side. I think he's looked good today. See if we can find that winner. That's a foul, ref. Surely. Richie Larea. All the guys, man. Honestly, all the guys who come off the bench are putting an impact on this game. Richie looks sharp. I think Joel Waterman looks comfortable at the back so far from what I've seen. Even Mark Anthony K, guys. You guys were pretty annoyed with his performance against Bahrain. When he's at his best, Mark Anthony K is a good footballer. When he's patient, when he's calm on the ball, he can definitely pick out a pass. And Cavallini's also looked a little rambunctious, I guess. I don't even know what word to use. Let's see if we can find the winner here against Japan. Finds Kava. K. Kone back to K. Kone's going for it. A little risky of a ball. Easily caught. Good result would be 1-1? I think so. I think it'd be a confidence booster. But yeah, let me know what your guys' we will be doing our 5 takeaways video after. So let me know what your guys' biggest takeaway from this match was so far. Oh, Richie Larea, man. He's looked so good since coming on. Finds David. Kone, take a hit. Ah. But let me know your biggest takeaway. Was it that Vitoria's a wall? Was it that Hoylett needs to start? JD looked comfortable. Larea from the bench could be a dangerous late substitution. Gord's asking, what did we learn from today? I think it's fair to say their manager is not going to last after this World Cup. Questionable lineup from Japan today. I don't know, man. I think that's a little harsh. This is just a friendly, man. This doesn't matter to Japan. It doesn't matter to Canada. But what you can take from it is hopefully, a good showing. And I think Canada's got a little bit more to be happy about than the Japan. But Yoshida comes on for Minamino. Real defensive substitution there. Canada got him on the ropes. Yoshida with it. Pumping it long, but easily handled from Joel Waterman. Really happy for Joel Waterman, man. Really love to see this. What a story, though. And Lucas McNaughton as well. I mean, oh, that's a good ball from Waterman as well to find Cavallini. Kone's got it. Or no, David's got it. JD. Oh, he slept. Saying get up. JD wants the penalty. Oh, man. Yeah, our depth is giving me some confidence. I don't know. Like I've just been really happy with the bench. I feel like every substitution we've made. Now, obviously, when Tajon comes off the pitch, it's hard to replace exactly what Tajon brings. But I mean, I like what I've seen so far. I think Cavallini's looked sharp. I think Richie's looked really, really good. Like, if Richie has always been one of the ones I'm like, well, if Davies is fit, I like their chemistry down the left-hand side. But if you start Richie, you almost have to sacrifice Atakubi. And that's where like the real debate comes in. Obviously, Herman's probably leaning with the left-footed guy at left wing back than Richie, but you can definitely put in a shift there. And also Joel Waterman. Like, Waterman didn't have the best performance against Bahrain, but he settled into this match pretty comfortably right now, sitting in that back three. I think he likes playing in a back three on the outside right. It's where he plays mostly with CF Montreal. I think it's where that is most comfortable. When he played for Canada against Bahrain, he had to play as the central center back in a back three. So maybe he's, maybe it's just a little nervy having to go in a position like that. But here comes Japan, 87th minute. Overall, learning for us, I'd say that we have some good squad depth, adaptable play styles, offensive for the bit. Subs didn't drop in quality at all. Yeah, I like that. That's a good saying. The subs didn't drop our quality at all. I do like that saying, and I do agree with that. Look very dangerous here. We haven't been able to see Tejan and Davies play together in over a year. Didn't know that. I guess I didn't know. He hasn't played for... When they played together for the friendly in Vancouver, or did one of them not play? Remember the Nations League game. Nations League game against Curacao? And whoever the other team was, I can't remember. Honduras, maybe? Kind of thought they would have played there, but maybe not. Come on, get Ugbo on for David. Gatorade performer of the match, and I don't think there was much debate around that. It's Junior Hoylett. You guys agree with that? I think Hoylett was definitely the best player today. Oh, that's a good ball. Japan. Off the post! Oh. I'm really glad that didn't go in. I want to see this result. I think the 1-1 result here is just positive. That would have stung a little bit. That was a good opportunity there for Japan. And just good hit, too, with just venom. Put it off the post. Whew. Breathe a little sigh of relief. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Look at that hit. I can't tell who that is. But that was number 2 for Japan. That was a good hit. Definitely Hoylett, man of the match, no argument. They played against Uruguay together. This one's almost over. Getting towards the 90th minute. Richie has been solid on offense, but can be suspect at D. Yeah, I mean, I think Richie does pretty well tracking back. But, I mean, definitely when you're looking at Leray and what he can bring, is his ability to get forward. His ability to get those overlapping runs, put a good ball into the box. That's where you're going to find Richie at his best. 4 minutes added on. 1-1 Canada and Japan. Pretty decent performance, guys. Let's get your rating. Now that the game is almost over, out of 10, give me your guys' final rating on how Canada did today. I said 7.5 at halftime. Oh, that's a corner. That it is. Nicely done, Richie. I'd probably stick with 7.5. Why is David playing on the wing? He's not really playing on the wing. He's just kind of floated over there. They're still at the 2 strikers up front. They have Cavallini and David. So when you play in a front 2, you can sometimes sway to one side. But he's been playing as a striker all game. Daniel says 7 out of 10. I said 7.5. Another 7 out of 10. So you guys are decently happy. 7.8. Got another corner. See what Hoylett can do here. It's deep. Oh, nice little touch to it from the keeper. It's another corner. All right, you guys are saying 7.8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7.5, 3.5. Interesting one there. It's the outlier, but I'd say most of you guys are around that 7 to 7.5 out of 10 for Canada. It was a good, I think it was a good showing today. 1-1, positive result. I like the way that they bounced back. Some key performances today I think is worth keeping an eye on. The depth from the bench is a big takeaway as well. There's still a couple minutes left, so let's see if they can find the winner. Junior Hoylett, best player on the pitch all match. Rocking the number 10. You gotta love it. Mark Anthony K is looking at this one. Hoylett, another good ball, but well defended. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now on the counter. Okay, they get lucky. Where's Cavallini? Look at the runs from Lucas Cavallini today. I'm digging it. It's quicker than you might think. Nice little switch. Finds Richie or JD, one of the two. I think it's JD who then finds Richie. Oh, Richie. Canada's going for it. So JD plays all 90. Miller plays all 90. Vittoria plays all 90. Oh, ref! Ref! You point? Did he point? No? Yes? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He points to the penalty. Richie Larea, ladies and gentlemen, with the late penalty. Clear as day. Richie Larea, man. Oh, my. He's been so good. He's been the biggest impact player to come from the bench, and he just leads the penalty. A little confidence boost here. JD, I'd assume, is going to be the man to take it. Herbin looks livid. I would say JD's going to be the guy to take it. I don't think there's really another option. Davies has been incredible from the spot, but he's obviously not playing. Laren's another good option, but he's not playing, so it's got to be David. Unless Cavallini steps up. Cavallini's a good penalty taker as well. It is Cavallini. So yeah, I don't have an issue with this. Lucas Cavallini is a good penalty taker. He's the fresher. David just played 94 minutes. I don't know if that matters. You guys can be the judge, but come on, Cava. Oh! Yeah, he did score it. You cheeky guy. You cheeky guy. Giving me a heart attack like that. What are you doing? He goes for the Panenka. Puts the keeper on his ass. Oh, look at the keeper. He's like, damn, man. I almost got that. Almost made you look like a fool. Canada makes it 2-1, man. That's got to be a confidence builder. Without Davies, without Eustachio. Let's go. Lucas Cavallini. Look at this. Little Panenka. Keeper almost gets it. Oh, man. Oh, the chat would have been livid. The chat would have been livid if he missed that. That's a nice Panenka. Just he put it towards the keeper, which made it scary. But the technique of the Panenka was nice. The man does it in a friendly. Look at Atiba. He's like, did you guys see that? You guys see that? This man's crazy. Lucas Cavallini, the 95th minute goal to give Canada a 2-1 lead. Almost scares the crap out of me. Cheeky man. All right, the rating goes up now. It's an 8.5 out of 10 performance from the Canadian men's national team. Greg's saying 10, and I'm going to let him spam it. Why not? It's a big performance. It's a little eye-opening performance, I think, from Canada, man. Cavallini, I believe that's his 18th goal for the Canadian men's national team. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe 17th. Not bad. Canada, hello. Good night. Call it, ref. Call it, ref. All right. Okay. Okay. Little confidence booster. I like that. I like that. Lucas Cavallini. Wow. Drop a W in the chat, guys. Canada picked up a big 2-1 win over Japan for their final World Cup preparation match. I like it, man. I think that's a good. That's a big confidence boost to a team who looked really good. This was a good performance. It's a good Japanese side. Both of us were not at our best. No Eustachio, no Davies. That's a statement. Lucas Cavallini with the late Panenka to win it. Everyone's healthy is the biggest takeaway, says Nathan, who's been stressed out all match long, and I agree. A lot of W's coming in the chat. 8.5 now out of 10. Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Come on, guys. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm smileless. I like that. It's gotta give the boys some big confidence. No Eustachio, no Davies. We're the better team, in my opinion. Found a way to win it late, 2-1. It's just a friendly, but you know, why not? The Bahrain match was, you know, a little disheartening with our MLS guys, but I really like this performance here today. I got a lot to say. I'll put our 5 takeaways video together, but let's just soak this in, guys. We're 1 week away. 1 week away from watching Canada play Belgium. And man, oh man, it should be a lot of fun. Kay looked really good too. I think that's a good bounce back performance from him. We're going to go and get out the 5 takeaways. So if you guys are still with us, guys, drop a like on the way. We're at 77 likes. We picked up the W. Let's see if we can get that to 100 likes before we take off here. So if you're just with us, drop a like and a sub on your way out. Drop one last W in the chat. And stay tuned for our 5 takeaways video. Got a lot to say. I really liked this performance. And really excited to see what Canada can do in about a week's time with hopefully Eustachio and Davies in there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much. Cheers and see ya.